Hey YouTube, it is SoulPrime13 with another Transformers video review. This time we're going to be reviewing the Power of the Primes Leader Class Optimus Prime. This is an older figure, but he did just get re-released as a Target exclusive, so I figured it would be a good time to do a review of him. So that's why you're seeing this now. He is packaged in his combined robot mode, but I figured it would make more sense to start from vehicle mode. So that's why I am doing that. So to start off, here he is in the truck and trailer mode, which is very much the weakest of the three modes. But considering everything he does, I think it's understandable, and honestly, this figure is more of a bang for your buck rather than, you know, looking super pretty kind of toy. And honestly, I do think he is worthwhile. I do really like this figure. I was able to also get the Nemesis Prime and the Dark Rodimus figures that have the same kind of gimmick when they were out, so, but I don't think they're going to be re-releasing those. Maybe they'll redo Hot Rod, it's hard to say, but yeah, for right now it's just this guy. He does roll plenty well, and he rolls fine with and without the trailer. He does come with a couple squeaky blaster accessories. So there are those, and they can plug into the top of the trailer for storage. And they do combine into his signature ion blaster. And both parts are actually blast compatible. So you can get some good old Daka Daka action there. Let's put that off to the side. So, not too much to say about the trailer in this mode. He's got the traditional Optimus Prime trailer stripe there. It is a big sticker, or well, several stickers really. And yeah, you can see the arms and stuff on the top, and you know, it's pretty hollow on the bottom. The hitch is just, you know, this little peg that folds out. Again, this is more of a bang for your buck kind of figure rather than something super pretty, and I still like it very much. I do think that the play value is worthwhile. But coming over here to the cab, we have you know, he's a red and blue truck, big surprise. Got some silver paint for the bumper, grill, and the mirrors. You can see through the translucent windows that he does have a matrix of leadership. It's got painted windows on the sides. He does have his little trailer hitch there, which is just attached to the smaller robot head. Again, you know, it's not the prettiest truck, and you know, the vehicle mode definitely is the weakest link here. But it's there, and I think it does well enough, all things considered. So there is that. For a couple size comparisons, let's put this trailer back on. We have him next to the Leader Class Earthrise Prime, and you can see lining them up, he is definitely quite a bit longer. Probably bring the camera down a little bit. So there is that. And we also have him with my more recent review of the Commander Armada Prime, who, you know, being a commander class is clearly much larger and had a much higher budget, so, but there's that. But without further ado, let's move on to the transformation. We'll just leave the trailer off to the side for now and focus on the cab, because to start, we're going to transform him from the truck to Orion Pax. So the first thing we want to do is unpeg these wheels from the side and fold them up. And then we're going to bring them out on these double hinges and fold them around. And those will cover up the chest panels, like so. Come back here, bring these arms out to the side, like this. You're gonna stretch them out and fold out his fist, then rotate them 180 to orient them properly. Rotate it around, stretch it out, bring out the fist. Then we are going to untab this from the legs, bring the chest up, peg that in, and bring his head down, like so. Untab his legs, rotate them, bring them down, and then flip out the feet. So there is that. And we have him in his Orion Pax robot mode. If I can get him to, he's a little back heavy. There we go. And overall, he's a cool little rendition of Orion Pax. Let's see if we can get a decent look at his head there. Again, I got the blurriest unfocused camera ever. But he does have a nice head sculpt, silver for the face and blue eyes. Got some yellow and silver details there on the chest. Autobot symbol. And he does have some stickers here on the legs. Oh. But yeah, overall, a neat little figure. And it does very much feel more akin to the Orion Pax design it's based off of. So, you know, that's cool. As far as articulation goes, he does have a ball joint for the head and can do a full 360 degrees. His arms can do a full 360. He does have bicep swivel for transformation and a full range double jointed elbow. His hands can move down and inward if you really want them to for transformation. He does not have any waist swivel. He can kick that far forward and that far back. He does have 90 degrees at the knee. He can do that far of the splits, and his toes do wiggle up and down. So there is that. And if you want, you can give him the guns. He very much can hold the guns. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but they do go in. Get rid of the hair. So yeah, he can start blasting away. Not that that was really Orion Pax's thing, but you can have him do that. Take those away. And now we'll do a couple size compares. If you will stand up. Again, he is rather back heavy. Okay, do a couple size comparisons here. Okay, first we'll compare him here to Earthrise Optimus. And you can see he's a tad bit shorter. Probably comes up to kind of around the base of his antenna ear area. But yeah, there's that. And here he is next to Armada Optimus Prime, who is definitely quite a bit bulkier. So there's that. Moving on, now we can combine him with his trailer to form the Optimus Prime. And I find that there's a lot of fun to be had with this whole combination bit. Sometimes I kind of like to treat it as a mech suit, or, you know, just have it be like some sort of super power up rather than, like, you know, him becoming Optimus Prime. There's a lot of fun I think you can have with this, you know. Any toy is only really limited by your imagination, and this one definitely has plenty of potential. So there is that. So first we'll start with the main cab robot. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold up his arms again, like so. We're going to open up his chest and flip out the Optimus head and fold in the Orion one. We're going to take his legs and rotate them 180, flip in his feet, and then fold them up. And these little tabs here are going to peg in to the centerpiece of the chest, like so. And like so. So just like that. And move that off to the side and bring in the trailer. So first we're going to just sort of split everything in the middle and fold in this trailer hitch just so I don't forget. Next we are going to untab these panels here at the side, fold them up, untab this panel as well, fold it up, untab, fold it up. Going to untab this section here from the side, then we can bring this whole, actually, yeah, I should probably open up these sections, then we can bring this whole bit out to the side, and you sort of want to rotate it just to make sure that the panels aren't catching on each other like they're doing here. So then we're going to bring the arm all the way up and around like so, and then fold this panel up, then fold this panel down, bring it all the way back, and then rotate it, flip up the smokestack. Gonna do the same on the other side. Gonna bring the arm all the way up, rotate it around, oop, fold that in, rotate it around, fold this panel in, flip up the smokestack like so. Then for the legs we're gonna fold that panel all the way back, fold this one out and back like so, fold this down, then you're going to bring this around and that will complete the leg. Then you want to bring the foot down on this double hinge like so. Straighten out the knee, reorient the leg, and there you have his leg. Second verse, same as the first. Bring it down, that out of the way, bring this around, bring that around to the back, fold it down, bring it in, complete the leg, and there we have his primed body. And I don't know if it's an issue for everybody. I know that on this copy it is fine, but on my Nemesis Prime copy, the ankles, just everything around the ankles is very loose and he has trouble standing. So just be aware that your mileage may vary. But now to complete it, we just want to slide the front and make sure the windows go through this gap in the chest. There is a little locking mechanism right here. But just slide that in like so till it clicks, and there you have the power of the primes, Optimus Prime. And I think that this mode really is what sells the figure. It looks really great, and the whole fact that, you know, he turns into Orion Pax and then combines with this trailer to be Optimus Prime is just super cool. And of course we gotta give him his signature rifle so he can blast some Decepticons. So yeah. Now, as far as articulation, I will admit this mode is also kind of limited, but we will go over it. His head is on a ball joint. He does get some wiggle waggle and a full 360 rotation. If you really want, his smokestacks can move, but that's more for transformation. Arm does get a full 360 rotation at the shoulder. Can go out. I mean, if you fold down the smokestack and lift this panel, he can go, you know, straight up. But he does have over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and he does have bicep swivel. There is no articulation at the wrist. He has no articulation at the waist. As far as the legs, he can do the splits pretty far. He can go pretty far back. He does have a little over 90 degrees at the knee. He can only go that far forward due to the skirt, but you know, can't have everything, I suppose. The feet are on double hinges, so there is plenty of posability there, and he does have quite a fair bit of ankle tilt, and his toes, due to that double hinge, can go up and down quite a bit. And if you so choose, he does have, you know, some forward knee bend, and yeah. But overall, on mine, the joints for at least my Optimus Prime are all pretty tight, and he holds the pose pretty well. So there is that. Again, he does have his rifle, and since we're talking about accessories, his chest pieces do open in this mode, and then you open up the inner chest and you can take out his matrix, which is in a little housing ring. It's kind of tight to get out, but you can take out the core. It's just some translucent blue painted with orange. And if you have other of the War for Cybertron trilogy guys, you can peg this into any of the Headmaster compatible guys. I don't know why you would really want to. It would probably look pretty funny, but it is a thing you can do if you want to. So there is that. Am I holding this the right? Okay, there we go. Gotta make sure, put it back in so that the peg slots in properly. And then yeah, you're just gonna put this back in here so I don't forget where it is, because Prime needs to have his matrix. Okay, then we just close all that back up again. So yeah, now we'll do one final size comparison here. And for our final size comparison, here he is next to the Super Mode Armada Prime. Kind of get them both in the shot if I can. There we go. So, as far as later class figures go, he is pretty beefy as far as, you know, recent years have been. Yeah, here he is next to the Earthrise Prime again. So I think overall, I think he's worth the price of admission. I think he's very much a good bang for your buck kind of figure. He definitely has a solid amount of play value, especially if you're into, you know, that old G1 origin story. Well, I guess it's not just G1, but, you know, it really plays heavily from the G1 version of it. But yeah, overall, I think that he is a good figure. Obviously, he's not the prettiest or the most articulated, but he has plenty of play value, which is also very important in a toy. So if I were to give him a rating, I'd have to say he gets 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I think an 8 out of 10 is fair. For, bang for your buck, for visual display purpose, and just overall functionality and play value. I think an 8 out of 10 is fair. So that is my review of the Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime.